Our first tip to restore essence and grace: sacred action for self. Sacred action for self. What is a sacred action? A sacred action is taken to connect with God through our inner being. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "He who knows himself knows God." Can we say that he who knows his essence knows God? Pope Francis defines grace as the amount of light in our souls. The dictionary describes grace as smoothness and elegance in movement. Connecting to our inner being is vital to our health. Health has 4 components which require balance and equal attention for each one. The first, physical health. This is how our body functions: our diet, sleep, exercise. Physical health is the easiest, most manageable access to overall health. It is the foundation supporting the other 3 forms. 2. Emotional health. Feelings and desires. Feelings and desires create a surge of energy in our bodies called emotions. Emotions are literally energy, E, in motion. The experience of emotions like trust and joy, over anger and sadness determine our emotional health. 3. Mental health. Thoughts. Mental health is everything related to our thoughts. Thoughts create self-esteem, self-worth, confidence, or lack of it, and stress. Several religions and ancient wisdom practices teach us that human beings are born worthy. We are born noble. So our worthy, noble thoughts keep us that way. 4. Spiritual health, the one that is most often overlooked as a form of health. Spiritual health is our connection to a higher self or being through our inner self. Health is therefore physical plus emotional plus mental plus spiritual in equal proportion. Consider each of them as comprising about 25% each of our whole being. Now we hear a lot about vibration and aura. Our vibration or aura is the energy that others see in us or receive from us. Vibration or aura is determined by the balance of the 4 components of health in equal proportion. So the more care we take of our overall health, the higher our personal vibration, the greater our radiating glow. A sacred action for self supports the spiritual, emotional, and mental health components. This is a very powerful combination, and it is useful to practice in solitude. Sacred actions can take the form of meditation, decluttering your home office, or your home. It can take the form of a walk, exercise, cooking, engaging in art. A sacred action for self is one action that you take daily to connect with yourself for your health. Your good health makes you better for those around you. My experience has shown me that 15 minutes each day for any sacred action of my choice at any time of the day is productive to restore essence. 15 minutes is short enough to detach from other responsibilities, especially work, and long enough to generate impact. 15 minutes has been so effective for me that now I take several actions for self daily. Meditation, including my favorite form, lying down with headphones over my ears, simply listening to the sounds of my body. Exercise. I'm currently focusing on developing my strength during this time. I do need a few more weeks to show my muscle, but I'm using an app and I select exercise options for 15 minutes. And currently, the sacred action for self that is giving me the most pleasure, cooking. And it is the interaction with fresh fruits and vegetables that I am immensely enjoying, really connecting to the abundance in nature. So whereas my family will enjoy the occasional chicken poussin, I personally am vegan, and it is one of the ways that I have chosen to care for myself. Sacred action for self. Our second tip to restore essence and grace is communication of boundaries. Communication of boundaries. We are all being asked, and perhaps even tested, to share physical space for much more time than we anticipated, with no certainty of how long, with the people we are not used to spending so much time with, even if they are the ones we love the most. Now, we know the consequences of this on our moods, especially if our home is also our office and our office is now also our child's school. Anxiety, irritation, frustration, helplessness, guilt, neediness, demanding, overwhelm. And from that place, everything we experience, from power cuts and no internet, an underperforming colleague, to the sound of singing and paper crackling, and of course, Mom, 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 can cause any of us to hit the roof. Is this true for anybody? A boundary is a line, even an invisible one, that makes or marks a limit. We all have our limits. Our annoyance does not come necessarily from the other person's reaction. It comes from us not recognizing our limit ahead of time and then allowing others to cross that limit. By then, it's already too late because we have already become intolerable. To communicate a boundary, we need to create a boundary. This takes some thinking and believe that it is an act of self-love to create a boundary and an act of emotional intelligence.